Hi everybody and welcome. This is Visible Lady of Faith coming to you with an overview of the Sunday School lesson entitled Prophet of Deliverance for Sunday, March the 7th, 2021. I really don't know if I believe in present day prophets, because if God tells someone to tell us something, I would think that we would know about it also. And also, it's hard to trust people nowadays, and we don't know if they have integrity or we don't know if they're sincere. I'm not judging, just taking a person's word because they say it's from God. I don't know. We don't know how the person became a prophet in the first place, or even if they believe in the existence of God, or if they are conning, or if they are for real. What do y'all think? Deliver means to rescue or liberate someone from something. Today's lesson is taken from the book of Deuteronomy, located in the Old Testament. Deuteronomy is the fifth and final book of the Pentateuch, or 5 books of law. The books of law include Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. These books are known as the Torah according to Jewish tradition. Moses and other authors wrote these books. Moses, Joshua, Nehemiah, Ezra, and Ezekiel were some Old Testament prophets. These people, as well as others, were part of the many years of prophets and prophetic leadership in the Old Testament. God appointed Old Testament prophets. These prophets warned people about God's dissatisfaction with their practice of worshiping idols and false gods. Prophets also encouraged believers to keep the faith no matter what was going on in their lives. The prophets relayed particular messages from God to the people. The messages the prophets shared with the people were from God. In our lesson, the people were to give the prophets 2 tests to see if they were legitimate. The first one was the content of their message. Was it revealed in the inspired word? And the second one was the nature of the person's character. What kind of person was the prophet? What kind of behavior did they have? Old Testament prophets have the same characteristics that we believers should possess today. We are expected to have faith. Without faith, how can we believe? One characteristic of being a believer is doing the right thing, knowing the difference between what is right, what is wrong, and making an intentional effort to do the right thing. Other characteristics we strive to possess are humility, patience, good listening skills, having a sincere desire to help people, and being generous. Our Creator expects us to be obedient to His inspired word, to our parents, to our teachers, to those that have authority over us in some capacity. Some self-appointed prophets took advantage of people with their deception, ulterior motives, and hypocrisy. Jim Jones is an example of a leader of the People's Temple in the 1970s who took advantage of hurting and confused people. He forced many of his followers to commit suicide in Guyana in 1978. Another example of a leader who took advantage of vulnerable people was David Koresh. He claimed to be the final prophetic head of the Davidian sect of the 1990s. He and some of his followers died in a fire in Waco, Texas in 1993. Today, those that claim to be prophets claim that their message is from God. and that their message addresses a particular group of people that may have a particular challenge or struggle. As believers, we have to be aware of false teachers. I'm not saying that we can't be inspired by anybody. We can be inspired, and to be inspired is a good thing. But how do we know if a person is a false teacher or not? We have to be careful about who we decide to follow, listen to, and believe. We have to recognize people's character, behavior, and words, especially when they are deceptive lies not based on the inspired Word of God. Do they say things that they think we want to hear or expect them to say? Do they pretend to be something they're not? Do they have integrity? Do they practice evil behavior? What do y'all think?